So for today's adventures, we're going to be taming up a high-level Carch, which you may have just spotted in the background over there. I found a 174 over here in the desert on Ragnarok, which is one of the spots where you can find them. Pretty much look for anywhere where you can already find gigas in the game, you can find these guys. And for the most part, I haven't noticed a major decrease in the amount of gigas around. I feel like they kind of just spawn either together, or on the odd occasion I have found a Carch without a giga, so I guess slightly less gigas in the game nowadays. Let me quickly just dispatch of this giga anyway. We're gonna do that real quick just so we don't have to deal with him attacking us as we're trying to do the rest of this taming method. Where's my gun? There it is. Let me pop that away. And come here, Mr. Giga. You're only like a level 60, so we'll just kill this thing real quick, and then we'll start the whole taming process and everything. And I gotta say, I've learned a couple things about the taming of these guys since the last episode, so we're gonna be using those tips and tricks to hopefully try to get a really good percentage on this guy right here. The only thing I will say about this video is we're going to be using the PvP method, because I have my servers set to PvP, even though there's no player combat on here. I do have them set to PvP just for gameplay wise, and yeah, there's some things that you can do in PvP to make this a whole lot easier that you cannot do in PvE. So I'll probably go over some little tips and stuff for PvE anyway, but just bear in mind what you're seeing here today is not going to actually work in PvE mode. So anyway, first of all, I actually do want to trap him. That's one thing I've seen a lot of people talking about. You don't necessarily need to trap the Carch. You don't. You can though, and I honestly would recommend it. Is he gonna? He's probably a little bit too close to me, isn't he? We might be okay. What I would honestly kind of recommend is to make it a little bit of an octagon. You can actually lead him in here relatively easily. See, he's coming. Is he? Okay, I probably should have started a little bit further away and just shot him to get him over here or something. We might be okay though. But yeah, I would honestly recommend trapping them regardless. It helps out. He's way too close. No, let's just pop down 2 bear traps just there so I can get the rest of these gates on afterwards. So yeah, trap them if you want. You don't have to, it's not necessary, but if you trap them, you have a little bit of time to kind of set up your stuff before you actually get into the proper taming method and everything like that. Honestly, one thing I do have to say is we're not in like the most ideal biome to actually tame these guys, because we could have a surprise death worm coming out of the woodwork, or I guess the sand. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. We'll see. Anyway, let's try and get to it. He is definitely aggro to me, and we have got him in here. Oh, we did not. Oh my god, dude, he's so difficult to actually line up with that. He's very fast, and he turns on the dime, and I think he's probably gonna walk in by himself. Is he? I think he might. And there we go. Nice. Okay, let's get these last 2 gates on. So yeah, you can just snap the normal vanilla gates into like an octagon like this, and it's perfect. He's completely trapped in there. The one thing I do have to say is when he is trapped, when you are actually trying to feed him the corpses, it can get a little bit buggy, and it might not work every single time. That is the downside of the trap. But if you want to, you can just let him loose. So here's what we're gonna do. I got baby Utyrannuses right here. These are my breeding Utyrannuses. They've got pretty amazing stats. They're coming out with like 24k health. Obviously, you know, you might actually have something better than this on your servers, and in that case, go ahead and use them. One baby Utyrannus like this actually fills him up to full friendship, whereas my wyverns right here, which are max mutations on the health, they actually they don't do a full bar. They do like, I think over half or something like that. So I'm going to be using the baby Utyrannus, and I got my handy dandy S+ gun right here to go ahead and dispatch of him. Gotta wait a second for him to realize that he's not alive anymore. Hey buddy, you want to stop breathing? You look really... Okay, there we go. All right, so that's the first thing. I've got the corpse ready. Next thing I want to do is actually just prepare a couple creatures to feed to him. Now, this is something you can do in PvP. You could have fully grown creatures as well. I did not mean to throw you out, buddy. Sorry about that, Poe. Don't worry, you're not getting fed. But yeah, fully grown creatures would probably benefit you a little bit more because you can pump levels into their health. And you got to bear in mind, the actual taming percentage that you're getting from the kills when you're doing this is completely based upon the creature's health. So my guys right here are coming out with just shy of 50,000 health. Those are normal vanilla rates and everything. So yeah, they're pretty good. They're just, you know, super over mutated. So I've got 4 of them ready right here, and I feel like that's the ideal amount for us to just test out some stuff. So real quick, go ahead and bring over the corpse. Hey, buddy, you want to stop freaking out? Oh, okay, yeah, no, he's still pissed. Okay, we probably should have waited for him to actually start sniffing. Okay, here we go. This is the worst part. He starts doing it when you're super far away and you can't get close enough. And I'm just going to hold it for him. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. Maybe I should just let him free. Hey, buddy, you come over for a snack? There you go. And watch this, 100%. Boom. Told you. All right, so yeah, you Tyrannosaurs seem to be really good for that. Dude, stop. Why are you attacking my trap? We're friends now. Come on, here we go. All right, let's quickly just dispatch of all 4 of these wyverns right here, and we should get an absolute crap ton of taming effectiveness, but also something else that we do need to talk about. By the way, I do know you can use sanguine elixirs on these guys, and I totally would do that, but I don't have any, and I don't have any bats, because I haven't added Furor to this cluster yet, so yes, 100% use that, but I cannot use that today, unfortunately. So, yeah, there we go. Nice. So, we got 2 things to look at. Number 1, we have the taming bar. It's currently at 40% from those 4 wyverns. But also, on the side right there, we have 80 on our little frenzy counter. Here's what you need to know. There's 2 things that can make you get booted off of this guy. If that frenzy counter gets to 100, he will boot you off. That is 100% always going to happen when it is not tamed. Another thing that can happen is that if the timer goes down to 0, you will also get booted off. What I would recommend is, because if the timer goes down to 0 and you get booted off, you're going to lose tons of effectiveness, unfortunately. But what you can do is you can get your frenzy counter to go all the way up to 100, get booted off, and you're only going to lose I think it's 0.1%. So that is the correct way to actually tame these guys. You want to get booted off of them several times because you want to fill up that frenzy meter and get everything going. Now, bear in mind, right here, I'm on a 2.5 times taming server, so that obviously is helping me do this a little bit quicker, but you got EVO events all the time on official, so you know what, it shouldn't be too difficult to kind of like wait and everything. But right here, what we have is we have that little meter dropping down, okay? Once that drops down by, I think it's around 5 to 10, it goes a lot quicker to the point where it's actually going to start speed dropping down. It's going to like plummet down. Currently, it's going at its slowest stage. So I'm going to wait until it starts dropping down by quite a lot. And then we're actually going to go ahead and eat some more wyverns because we can potentially get that down to 0 before our timer of our friendship meter thingy right there goes down to 0. So real quick, I'm going to hop off. I'm just going to leave him in the trap. This is actually another thing, if you're running around on PvE to kill a bunch of wild creatures, because that's realistically the only way you're going to be able to get one of these guys tamed. You don't want to take damage. That's bad, because you're going to lose taming effectiveness. But also, when it gets to the point where you're actually going to hit 100 on that frenzy counter, I would actually have gates and just surround yourself with them. You can even use stone gates. He can damage them, but, you know, I would use them over metal gates, because they're a lot cheaper to make. But yeah, so definitely would recommend doing that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get a couple more wyverns all ready to go ahead and kill. Probably like another 4. I don't know if we can actually. Yeah, if we can get them down to 0, we can probably manage to do this where we basically get them up to like 80% and then get kicked off, because it's gonna happen regardless. I am going to get kicked off. It's either gonna be the timer running down or us manually getting kicked off. But I think the manual kickoff is definitely the one that we want to go for. So maybe I'll grab another one real quick after this and just set him off to the side, so we can basically just have these ones will get me up to 80, and then we can have like another one over here that will basically get me up to 100. Okay, let's see. Let me quickly just get you down, and potentially what we can do, because we know that we're roughly getting around 10% per wyvern, what we can do is we can actually have another one over here where I'm basically, you know, if we get up to like 80, I can wait till it drops down by 1, kill another, I'm going to be up to 99 at that point, and then I can kill a final one and get kicked off. So let's see. How are you doing? I wonder, is that rapidly dropping? You guys will definitely notice. Look, it's already going way quicker. And watch this. As soon as it gets down by around 10, it goes, look, it's already going much quicker right now. You can see it's speeding up. And we've got plenty of time left. That is basically like, what is that, like 6 minutes that we have left? Tons of time that we can just wait for this to drop down. And on PvP, I would recommend doing this. This is kind of what you want to be doing. But on PvE, you can wait and have it drop down by a little bit. Just make sure that you have enough time on the actual friendship timer before you get kicked off, because that is not something that you want to happen. If that happens, that's going to be super bad for you. So definitely 100% keep an eye on that. But yeah, you can see it's dropping so quick. I think it gets slightly quicker as well. Yeah, look at that. It's already going really fast. So I'm just going to let that down. I'm going to let that drop down to 0. We're going to kill another 4 and then potentially kill another one and then another one. And we might actually be able to get this up to like almost 99.9% taming. Right now, with the speed that it is dropping, don't kill anything. Oh, no. Oh, crap. No! I've just... let me off. That's the one thing. They're super buggy when you, like, hop off of them. Okay, we gotta... Okay, no. I was just worried about that vulture, because vultures are obviously super annoying. Please don't attack the vulture at all. Hey, buddy. Also, the friendship meter, I have tested this. You're not able to fill that up again. That is one thing that I was kind of curious about, because you can't have it do that sniff animation when it is in the frenzy mode, which is gonna happen when it has any number of counters along the side right there. But I actually tested it out. I let that drop down to 0 one time and basically brought another corpse, and it wouldn't, well, it did eat it, but it wouldn't fill up any more friendship meter at all. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. So yeah, you can kind of roughly see like the speed if we look at the initial time that we let this start dropping at, compared to the time right now when we're gonna like hit 0 pretty soon. You can kind of like roughly tell how long it's gonna take to drop down by around 80. And we're getting really close right here. So I might actually go ahead and just pop off one of these gates and just get ready to hop down and eat some more of these wyverns. So, okay, I don't want him running off by himself, so I'm just gonna grab this one because he's not close to that one. Let me on. Hey, buddy, come on. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We will have him frenzy probably at some point because I don't think we're gonna be able to do this normally. And we gotta wait for it to fully drop down. There we go. Okay, so now let's go ahead and kill another 4 of them. So yeah, just use your best breeding creatures on these guys. The more health they have, the more taming percentage. It is kind of unfortunate that there's no way to do this the easy way on PvE. That's just kind of the way that it is, unfortunately. So yeah, it really sucks that you guys on PvE can't actually do this like this and get it much easier. But I don't know. It's kind of just the way that the game is done, I guess. I mean, there's no other way of doing it. Let's see. So let's let that drop down by 1, and then we're gonna kill that other one right there. Maybe I'll just let it drop down by a couple just in case something weird happens. But you can see I'm gonna actually almost get this thing fully tamed. In fact, I might be able to let that drop down by around 21 from now. I feel like we have enough time. We might. I don't know. We're just gonna see. Again, we don't want that timer to kick me off. We want the frenzy kill to kick me off if it has to happen. In fact, I don't think... Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, never mind. We're not even going to bother doing that. We're going to have to go ahead and let it kick me off at some point because it's just not going to work otherwise. Okay, so now at this point, I'm good. I can kill this one right here. It's not going to kick me off because I've already calculated how many frenzy points we get per kill. At least I think. I mean, maybe something potentially weird is happening. There we go. We're at 99, just as expected. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop him back into his trap because he is going to kick me off. We're going to have to start this whole process again. We're going to lose 0.01% on him, but that's good. Okay, so I'm going to have to probably unclaim a new one right beside him and just get everything ready. We still have time on his friendship meter. And let's get this done. So yeah, just kind of want to show off the whole process just so people completely understand how this actually works. Again, you got to do this within 10 minutes. There's no, there's no real like way around doing that, unfortunately. Let's see. So yeah, he will kick me off here. We don't have enough time to let that drop down by more than 20 right now. So let's go ahead and get this one killed if we can. There we go. Nice. We should be able to kill it pretty quick here. And you'll see he will drop me off. We're at 100% taming effectiveness currently. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. And right now he is in his little frenzy mode. Let's see. As you can see right there, he's only dropped down by 0.01. So again, if it hits 100, he will kick you off regardless. And if the timer hits 0, that's really bad. Don't let that happen. But that will basically take an absolute ton of the percentage away. So yeah, you don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and just prep another wyvern here because I know it's going to take more than one. Let me just quickly unclaim this one and just start this whole process from the start. Basically what we got to do is we got to have our feeding creature, the corpse. I guess I guess the wyvern won't actually do it in one. Let's see. We got to wait a second. Give it just another second. There we go. Yeah. You see, like, here, let me actually show this. It's so weird. This is like a weird thing in Ark, but basically if I was to go ahead and do this and then immediately try to kill it, it will just disappear like that. That's not ideal. All right, let's see if we can manage to do this then. He might be still kind of buggy because he's inside the trap. I feel like the gates definitely do mess with him. Now, okay, yeah, that right there, I can already tell he's not actually going to be able to get any percentage, or I guess friendship bar or whatever from it. If he tries to take a bite like that and he doesn't actually get the bite, that means that no matter what, if he takes the bite and actually grabs the corpse and eats it the next time, it's not going to make a difference. He's not actually going to get any percentage from that. Let's see, we might be able to just set him free here. Oh crap. We need him to kind of go into his passive-ish kind of mode where he doesn't really attack from me. Come here, buddy. Hey, there we go. We should get this. It should do its feed. I'm just gonna let it eat out of my hands. Boom, there we go. Nice, full friendship, I would imagine, right? Yep, just as expected. Okay, let me on. Come here, come on. Let me. I keep getting glitched out. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So we're still at 99.9% taming effectiveness. And let's quickly just kill one of these guys. I'm actually just I want to just demonstrate something real quick just to kind of, oh, crap. I guess if we stand a little bit further back, I don't want to hit the two of them. I just want to be hitting the one. Okay, I think, yeah, that's working most of the time anyway. We should kill this first one before we kill the other one. Okay, cool. I want to demonstrate something because I've seen some confusion in the comment section, and I just want to clear what I'm seeing up just so people aren't a little bit confused about this. If we can actually manage to get this to happen. There we go. Okay, so right now what we have is we have 20 on there. What I have seen in the comment section is that when you roar, that goes away. It doesn't work when it is in the wild like this at all. Now when it's tamed, yes, because that's how you do its little buff with its roar, but not in the wild at all. And I've even tested to see if we can buff up wild dinosaurs. It does not work. So here we go. Boom, we got it tamed. And it's a level 260, just as expected. That's the normal kind of level that we would get out of a 174. And boom, there we go. Did we actually get a good one, I wonder? Let's see. Hopefully it's a good one. I feel like the melee looked... What the hell's happening? Oh, there we go. My mouse was on the screen for some weird reason. Yeah, melee is okay. It's not super amazing. I feel... Ah! I feel woozy now. I feel like the best map to try and get these guys on would probably be Genesis, or Genesis Part 2, sorry. Because you can actually just use Helena to scan them and see if they've got some good stats before you actually bother to tame them. Even if it's a high level, doesn't mean it's gonna have any good stats. But yeah, so let's quickly just put away all these gates. All right, so anyway, there we go. We have our Carch perfect tame. I mean, 99.9% is a perfect tame. 100% for most creatures isn't actually possible, and for these guys, probably not unless you've got really high taming rates. But like I said before, unofficial, you've got the Evo rate, like constantly, most weekends, I would imagine, that kind of goes on. So definitely a useful time to try to actually tame these dudes, but they are super powerful. So what I want to do now is I want to actually spend some time to actually try to get some more of these. I need a male at minimum. I want to just see if we can get some imprinted ones here for today. If we can get some good stats out of them, that's one thing, but if we can't, that's okay. Gonna quickly just pop you away, and yeah, I'm gonna have to look in pretty much every Ark now to see if we can actually manage to find some good ones. So I've showed off the whole taming process. What I'll probably go ahead and do is I'll just probably skip ahead till we have another one tamed up, and yeah, I'll show you guys later on. So I have been very busy over the last couple days trying to get more Carches, and I did manage to find, after a long while, a 180 female over on Ragnarok, but then I needed a male and I kept having to search, and eventually I got a 174 male over here on Valkyro. Yeah, I've been killing quite a lot of these things, but finally we have them, and right here we have a bunch of babies growing up with all of the best stats between the wild Carches that I tamed, all three of them. They're not super amazing though. The stats are honestly not that good, but I'm gonna go with them because with my rates, it would probably take me less time to make those stats a lot better with mutations than potentially going out, finding more high levels, and then, you know, eventually gambling and seeing if they'll have better stats, which they easily could not as well. But yeah, so these are the stats that we have. 40 points into the health, 44 into stamina, and melee. So not absolutely crazy, but still pretty good. I mean, like, these stats are they definitely will hold up. But for the moment, I think what we're going to be doing for this video is I want to actually just focus on getting a couple melee mutations, because I have some cool plans for these things. I want to take them in to an orbital supply drop over on Extinction and hopefully try to just test them out over there and just see if they will be better than a Giga for that. Now, the Giga straight out of the box can deal more damage than these things, but these things can heal way quicker than the Giga and pretty much every other creature in the game. These things heal super fast. And also, you know what? You can build up your frenzy kills and eventually get up to the point where you're dealing just as much damage as a Giga with a better turning radius, and you're faster. I don't know, man. I feel like the Carch is almost better than the Giga in some ways. You know, out of the box, Giga's still better, but eventually, if we can get some better saddles on these things, if you can find their saddles in drops, then potentially the Carch could take that throne. I don't know. I really do feel like, you know, it feels a little bit better than using a Giga, you know, using these guys. They're a little bit more fun. Being able to run around a lot quicker and getting all those boosts and stuff is great. But yeah, I don't know. Giga is still king for the moment, but potentially when we can get good saddles to these things, that could be a possibility. I do have to say, them as babies, they look super derpy. They are a little bit grown up at this point, but the tail is super strange looking. It's even chubbier when they're straight out of the egg, but they've got like a little shriveled up bit at the end. And then also their forehead is just so wide looking. It looks so strange. But yeah, anyway, we're working our way through all of this here, and I'll probably see you guys in a long while once we have some mutations going. By the way, don't worry, they're not actually starving. They have plenty of food. They just starved for a little bit because I forgot, unfortunately. But we're all good. So we're on the other side of a bunch of breeding, and this is what we've got. We have the perfect male. It would have been really cool if my character had stayed like that. We have the perfect male right here, which is the combination of all the wild stats. And then, as promised, I mutated that melee up by 10 instead of 5. But I also got 5 mutations into the health and then 5 into the stamina, just to kind of see the impact of how much we'd actually get on top of that. And it's not a huge amount, honestly. It's really not. Like, that health goes up by, I think, what was that, like 560 from 18,240 to 18,800. Yeah, that's not a huge boost considering the time sink, but potentially could be a good idea to do in the long run. As for the stamina, just like Gigas, you get basically nothing. I got like 30 from 5 mutations, so not a huge boost. But bear in mind, these creatures are the type of creature that you do want to maybe run around on just a little bit, because they get that crazy speed boost, which makes them so terrifying. So I don't know, we might do that. But yeah, that melee goes up by 10 per mutation, so we're basically jumping up from 240 to 340. And then here is the imprinted version right here. We have some, obviously, like the kind of typical boost that we get on a Giga, we get on this thing. So the health goes up by around 15,000. Stamina obviously never changes for imprints. And then that melee goes up by less than 100. So let's test it out, guys. I mean, like, we gotta see if this is any good. Let's drop it down. Boom. And let me put a saddle onto you. By the way, this is what they look like for the moment. Actually, surprisingly, I didn't even do any, like, you know, specific color picking. This is kind of just how they turned out from the, what was it, I think? This is the melee stack. They kind of just looked like this. So I just kept breeding until I got those same colors into the final versions. And, well, final versions for the moment. We're going to go even further with this, but that's going to take me a little while. Like I said, I'm going to try and get that done at some point, maybe before the end of the year. We'll see. Let's see how much damage we can actually do. Now, bear in mind, no levels, just imprint, and no frenzy bonus. Okay, already starting off pretty good. Let's get that up just a little bit. I want to mainly focus today on obviously doing the orbital supply drop, but just testing this out just a little bit is still kind of fun. Maybe I can also demonstrate the little boost that they do as well. So we just run around just a little bit, killing some stuff. We're obviously jumping up by, I think the number is like 1.75 or something per frenzy stack. So basically we're 10 up right now, so it's basically, what is that, like 17% extra damage. So obviously that goes up by a huge amount by the very end of it. And these things can just absolutely pile out that damage when you get to around 100. And then this is without even leveling. Like, we haven't even leveled a single point into this thing. It's just a little bit mutated. Nothing absolutely crazy, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I really want to test these guys out with max mutations into the melee and then compare that to a Giga. We could probably quickly just test out the little boost thing that you do. So our little frenzy counter that we've built up right there. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you do a roar around allied creatures, or not allied creatures, but I guess your own creatures, you'll basically boost them up. Let me demonstrate that real quick. That's not the one that we want. Let's get that onto, wait, are you a male or a female? I think, yeah, you're a male. Okay, cool. Let's get that onto this one here. So, boom, and let me test this out. So we've got 50 so far. Let's go ahead and do the roar. Boom, and you can see we've got like this little bonus going on right here. Now that increases movement speed, which is kind of nice. Is it worth it though? I don't exactly, I don't know. I kind of think that once you get up to the point where you have like just a crap ton of frenzy kills, is it worth just, you know, kicking those all away just for a little bit of extra movement speed for like a minute? Because it brings it right down to 0. I mean, like, we're super fast, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I thought that would also do damage bonus as well, but apparently it doesn't. So yeah, I don't know. Still really, really good, but you know, maybe like a last kind of last little like ditch effort before you put this thing away or before it dies or something. You know, you just go ahead and do your roar to boost up your allies. I have no idea, but yeah, that's how the roar works, and it brings it down to 0, of course. So yeah, it completely ruins the frenzy, and you're gonna deal way less damage. So just in general, probably wouldn't roar when you're doing things like that. One thing that I would like for them to do with this creature is to go ahead and maybe add that roar to the, like, to a different button as well. You know, C is how you do the roar, right? If they added that to control and just made that one simply just a cosmetic kind of, you know, roar that we can do that didn't bring down our frenzy, that would be great. Because like, I kind of like running around and, you know, potentially just like roaring and celebrating sometimes with our creatures. You know, some creatures, it's nice to do. I don't know. Just, I feel like it's kind of weird how we don't actually get the opportunity to just run around and roar without actually wasting our major bonus that we have. By the way, check out the council of Carches in here. Look, this is how they all grew up. And I've just been looking at this for like the longest time. Sometimes, you know, when they go to try and eat, it's just hilarious because one of them will just pop their head down to you, but I don't think that's gonna happen right now. Yeah, they don't seem to be very hungry. Anyway, next up, I have to level all these guys, and then we're gonna head on over to Extinction and take on an orbital supply drop, which is gonna be very, very fun. But first, we need to probably eat some baby gigas for the moment. So we're over on Extinction now, doing an orbital supply drop. This is the 5th round, which I think is when it starts to get really spicy. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for over there. We've already got an Alpha Rex coming on in. Yeah, we're already pretty much doing super amazing. I mean, these guys are hardly even hurt at all. They're healing so fast because they're constantly getting kills and not taking that much damage. Dude, get out of the shield. You're gonna damage the freaking drop, man. What are you doing? So yeah, the drop is already down by like a little bit, but that's only because these guys are like actually getting in there and biting it, unfortunately. I gotta deal with this boy right here. This is what I'm mostly afraid of when I'm doing these drops. These Alpha Rexes boost everything and can pretty much be the end of everything if you don't deal with them fast enough. We got another 2 of them already coming in here. They're gonna boost each other as well, which is the worst part. Right now, I would be very worried if I was on a Giga that it might end up raging. I think we got one of them killed. I can't even tell what's happening. There's so many damage numbers everywhere. Let me just turn towards this way and do this. Okay, we got some acid burn from a Reaper dead. Let's see, what's over there? Okay, no, that guy's doing good. I want to check the health on some of these guys after this round because, like, you can see, they're taking like 200 damage, 500 damage. I mean, just insane damage numbers. So we'll just see if they can heal faster than that. I don't know. I think we just killed one level 500 and we killed the other. Amazing. Okay. How are we doing here? I think we're doing good. We are doing so good. Look at this. I just swept through that whole wave of them right there. Normal stats as well, just mutated and super leveled at this stage. But, you know, these are obtainable stats, you know? This is something that you could easily do. These guys have got to be the best creature to do this with, though, for sure. I mean, super high, you know, like damage amounts, and then base, like, look at that. I'm not even hurt. How much are you guys hurt? You guys were taking a good amount of damage. Let me see. Let's see. Are you... Look at how fast it's healing. That's ridiculous. Now, at this point, when we have the alphas coming in, this is where issues can start. But, you know what? For the most part, I feel like we might be okay. Oh, boy. All right, wait. Which one are you? Are you the one I was riding on? No, you're not. You're not even hurt, dude. What the hell? Okay, this one's not even hurt either. They're just healing so fast. Let's see. You are completely out of food. Dude, what the hell? Start eating your food. It's right here. There we go. Come on. All right, we're doing good. You're slightly stupid maybe, but I don't know. It seems pretty good so far. Oh man, so yeah, I don't know. Is there any more creatures? This is the worst part about these drops. Like, oh, that rock drake's definitely part of this. Maybe? I don't know, actually. He might not be. He might not be. Yeah, he's a super high level. That probably could be part of this. I'm not even sure. He's not coming, though. Come here, buddy. Oh, there's another one way in the back there I just spotted. Let's see if we can hit him as well. But yeah, this is going super well so far. I mean, I feel like having these guys, you know, if you have like maybe 4 players riding on their own imprinted version, you could probably sweep through the rounds on this thing so fast. Besides when you have to wait for the last few hostiles to just disintegrate because of the way that this thing works. It's so annoying. Like, I wish that they would just appear. They're like under the map or somewhere, or they're like stuck behind a cliff maybe. I don't even know, but I can't go too far away from this, because if I do, it will disappear. So we're just gonna have to wait. But so far, so good. I mean, this is ridiculous. I want to just quickly grab all these things as well. No Spinosaurs at all. Did I already get some? I actually didn't get any Spinosaurs at all so far. Weird. All right, let me drop all that then. I might as well just grab the rest of the Apex drops out of these boys while we're waiting. Yeah, you got a little bit, not much. Hey, oh, we lost a Carch, no! Oh, that sucks. Wow, okay. I mean, what is this, round 6? We've only lost 1? That's still pretty impressive. I have no idea how that thing died so quick, though. We gotta get over there and maybe help them out a little bit. Come on. Actually, I also gotta put them onto aggressive again, because I did put them onto attack my target, and then they were attacking my target, but now my target is gone. Gotta keep them on aggressive, so they're attacking everything. All right, look at all these guys. Look at this crap. Like, we could do the little tail whip, swat the back. Oh my God, so good. Okay, I didn't even realize it, but we're actually already on round 11, and it's 50,000 health left. Yeah, we're definitely dealing so much damage by just being near it, but I think maybe I'll end it after this one. I mean, we'll just get through the waves here at least, wait to the point where it's like, you know, waiting to send more creatures at me, and then at that stage, we'll end it off. I thought we were on round 9, but yeah, apparently that was round 10. Cool. All right, let's take care of these things. Okay, we got an Enraged Rex over there. Good. Let's see. I feel like we should be good here. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so we're just gonna take that, turn that off. I can't pick this up, unfortunately. So what we can do is demolish it, and yeah, that's unfortunately the only way we can really do that. Even with a pickup gun, I couldn't actually pick that up. So we're gonna quickly just end this. You want to try and end this at the end of a round instead of the start, because if you do it at the start, you're gonna have tons of creatures coming in on you, and it's gonna blow up your shield at some point. So not a good idea. Let's just wait for these things to all pop out. I have a little storage container here to help us out. Let me place that down. Oh, wait, actually, that's not a good idea because the drop's gonna blow up. Never mind. Okay, we're good. We're good. Is everything out? I think everything's out. Okay, cool. We can just move around because I have a tech suit on. I can just use the tech run to move around even though I'm super overburdened. Let's see. So round 10 gear, is it going to be any good? I wonder what round 100 gear would be like. There we go. Okay, let's see. What do we get? Okay, really good Archie saddle right there. Really good Allosaurus blueprint, although I think I already have something as amazing as that is. What else do we have? I already have that hatchet. Really good Moses saddle right here, blueprint. The tech blueprints, let's see. Oh my God, that helmet, that's ridiculous. 900 and 1,000 on the durability as well. That's ridiculous. Okay, really good railgun right here. Damn, all right, yeah, some pretty good stuff here actually. Nice stylus saddle, although I think I have a better one already. Yeah, some pretty good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly drop the cryopods. Cryo, let's see, let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's just drop all those. Nice. And yeah, we've got an absolute crap ton of stuff on me. There we go, guys. Carches, are they the new best creature to use for orbital supply drops? I definitely think so, but you guys be the judge. Did this look easy? Because it definitely was easy. I don't know. I want to see what people could actually manage to do with these things on official, because, like, you know, at the point when you have really good imprinted ones on official, which should probably be coming up soon at this point, I think, right? Because they take like 2 weeks to raise or something, same as the Giga, so probably getting close. But yeah, I don't know. Take them out, test them out on these things, see if it works out for you, and let me know how it works out as well. That is going to be the end of this video, though. Go ahead, do me a favor, hit the like button if you enjoyed this one. Anyway, that is it. I will catch you in the next one.